I could be edamame.
No, you're crunchy. That's already set. I'm munchy, you're crunchy.
There you go.
We need someone to be edamame.
I will
the
be
whole
edamame.
episode, we're just gonna.
There we go. We got edamame.
Crazy. There we go. We're set.
This whole game, we have to somehow convince kids to eat well.
No, that's edamame's job.
Oh no, I'm not good at that.
Guys, you want chips and salt.
Oh,
and,
I barely do that.
Puffs.
I barely talk myself into doing that.
I don't know how, but I lost weight. I went from like 230 to 219. So I'm like, yeah, that's if my scale is correct. Thank you.
Probably the construction work.
Probably, and I've been eating less too.
That would do it.
And the Florida heat.
That mugginess.
I had to work outside for a little while. The other, I think it was like Monday, and I was like drenched. I was like, "Oh, it's only been like 2 hours. What's going on?"
Yeah,
Awful.
Florida.
All right, so I'm about to turn on the battle music so you guys can relax.
Please do. That battle music is life.
Come on, I need that battle music.
If you mute yourself, we can't hear it. There you go.
I gotta find the button. That's the thing. It was dark because trying to encourage the children to. There we go.
It just has like the reverse effect. Your kids are screaming. We all fall asleep on stream. I rolled.
I'm already falling asleep, honestly.
Young Gil, you need to learn sleep and then just play that every time you cast it.
That would be very funny.
Yeah. The problem with sleep
I miss
is
playing a
such
caster.
a weak spell. I've never been a fan of sleep.
I have sleep.
I know.
I have hit with axe.
I have punch. Don't die trying. That's my motto.
This is my first time playing a non-caster. I definitely miss being a caster a little bit.
Well, it's sort of like your options are so limited, right?
I know. I'm like, what do I do? I hit it with an axe.
Or if you got rage, I rage and then hit it with an axe.
Yeah.
We never know what's going to happen, right?
Recklessly. No, I don't mind it.
You have 3 modes. Rage, not rage, and exhausted.
Yeah, pretty much. The life of a weasel.
That's kind of why I like playing as a monk, because it's all like melee attacking, but you have a couple spells in there,
Yeah, you got some fun, and you can do like fun. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I have another character that I really want to play who's a bard, but I really like Weasel, so I don't want to like kill her, because I like her.
Juliet,
yeah.
Well, edamame can be a bard.
Edamame can be a bard. Well, I have an Aarakocra bard that's based on a character in a book that I'm not writing, that I want to be writing. So I want to just play it in D&D.
Ah.
Yeah.
But have you watched The Witcher? Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
No, not yet.
No.
Oh,
I know there's hella bard vibes.
Yeah, the memes from.
But I really want to. It's on the docket when I finish The Expanse, which is what I'm watching now.
It's so good. It's good.
It's really good. I burnt
Spoiler alert, he's a Witcher.
Yeah, I've played some of the games. And I started reading the book and I hated it. But I think I'll like the show more.
Henry Cavill did a really good job, I think.
He's great. And he not only looks like Geralt, he sounds like. There's times where I could say, okay, that's Henry Cavill, but then there's certain things he says and does where I'm like, man, that's like Geralt straight out the game.
Right?
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it. It's definitely on the docket for me. I'm always behind on like whatever the big fantasy thing everyone's talking about. I'm always like 3 shows behind. I'm always behind on like whatever.
And I like the actresses for Triss and Yennefer as well.
Yeah,
I think they're very good. And I like the
Wait, hold on. Now I want to play Toss a Coin to The Witcher.
I love that song, but I didn't want to mention it because I don't want to spoil anything.
I haven't heard it yet, but I know about it.
I feel like you shouldn't play it just because that literally has spoilers in it.
I think I want to experience it live when I finally watch the show.
It's so good. Like that song blew up everywhere.
I know. It's all over Twitter.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Yep, it's all over Like,
is it PG or is it like one of these where
no,
they can't
it's
watch
not
with my kids and wife?
PG. It's not something your kids.
TVMA.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, it's
Stabby
not PG.
no good
stab.
wholesome Christian shows on HBO, I guess.
Well, it's on Netflix, so
Yeah, same thing.
yeah. But it's such a good show.
Hey, Alric, do you have our Twitch up?
Not yet. I've actually not been using Twitch or anything as of late.
Youngle, if you want fantasy shows to watch with your kids, have you watched The Dragon Prince?
I have never heard of it.
It's by the same people as The Last Airbender. It's really good.
I
I
actually
love
started
it. And
watching
it has
that.
like really good content for kids.
Hey, sorry,
Genuine.
just real quick. Is our audio coming through, or is it just the video?
Hold on, I'm checking. I'm sorry, Cloud9 tabletop.
And you could never go wrong with Dragonheart. I mean, that's just a classic.
The stream hasn't started, right?
I started a pre-stream video loop, and I'm testing this. What I'm not trying to have happen is us chatter coming over the video loop, but I'm worried that it is.
No, we can hear you. The audio
Probably recommend.
Oh, it is. Hi, everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just switch right over then.
You were trying to keep this part quiet, weren't you?
I was.
we were just recommending television shows. That's good content.
Yeah, it's totally fine. Just we didn't have our stuff ready.
It was
This
on
game
brand.
brought to
We
you
were
by
talking about
Dragonborn.
fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Dragon Prince.
One of my friends on what do you call it? Steam just started playing The Witcher after we just finished off.
Oh, we started watching
Ironic.
the TV show for that recently.
Yeah, well, The Witcher is great.
I'm not sold yet. I played the game a little. The TV show, I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm also
What
a little bit not sold.
Yeah.
what episode are you on?
Like I'm working on 3, but I'm fighting to keep interest in it.
No.
But it's so good.
No.
It's just like it's one of these like we're gonna go all over the place and be really intriguing and like not really tell you what's going on, but I don't care yet. Like make me care. Like I just don't care yet.
Let me tell you, I know the story. It pushed through the first season because after the first season, it's about to get real.
Okay.
Oh no, it's going to get real. It's going to get real.
I mean, I can appreciate that.
Like I'm not talking totally
like-
real, but real.
Like all become farmers and grow beets.
Yes.
All right,
Like
While
that kind of
killing
real.
monsters.
let's play some D&D, shall we?
Let's
Artie, I think we came to the conclusion that Weasel just got fucked up in an earlier battle and was unconscious for a while.
In the bag.
Yeah.
in the bag. Or actually was right in with Wang 2 on the dragon.
She was, over my shoulder while I was gallivanting on the dragon.
I like to picture her
I
like
thought you fell off the dragon. We had to save your butt.
I was
Bertala fell. I saved her and then died.
so. When I was young, I used to like to keep like really big keychains on my keys. Like I'm picturing like Lang 2's just got like a carabiner and then like Weasel like on his hip, just like dangling all over the place. As
That's
he's
what's
riding
happening.
dragons and stuff.
That's what's
She's
happening.
gonna be so embarrassed that she got fucked up. Man, I love this kid.
She wakes up, her hair is just like bedraggled all over her face, and
Dragon
She's, like,
drool, just like
drooling.
cementing it up.
Oh my god, yes!
all right.
Her
So
ears are just extra droopy.
we should do a little bit of an extra recap because not only are we catching up the stream, we're also catching up Juliet, who's missed a couple sessions. So last we left off with you, I believe we had just kind of seen the top of the beanstalk and this.
Yeah,
crazy
Weasel was
pyramid.
on a cloud having a panic attack.
You were on a cloud having a panic attack.
While trying to meditate.
The beans
remember
thing had just happened, and there we are. So pretty much the last couple episodes, the party adventured into the magical pyramid in the sky, which was a random roll. We ate some magic beans that were not supposed to be eaten. A pyramid erupted out of Twiddlebottom's little abdomen, and it was where our party's objective was, because you guys were trying to find this old kind of shrine that was supposed to protect the land. So we fast forward a little. We explored a pretty cool pyramid in the sky, fought a lot of undead things. Rai had a really good time fighting things with his sword and getting to kill them. We rescued Cloudy, our favorite little dragon, and activated kind of the defense tower, so to say, the tuning fork. There was a really, really, really big Fae, like eyeball the size of a van, kind of like just looking through the ether, that was really interesting, that we moved on from, but he is there. And
Bertala almost died because of it.
Yeah, the tower fell out of the sky essentially, but the party swooped away on young little dragons and kind of took the next episode, kind of doing some runs, bringing over some giant Durgar to fight the army of Fae that we found had been all but kind of had retreated from Auchendale. There was a little force that was still attacking the keep. The party had to make a choice. They had to make a choice to either protect Auchendale directly or go see if they could do something about this army that was retreating into the mountains. And of course, we chose screw the Redcaps. And so we flew towards the cave entrance that they were pursuing, bringing some huge Durgar in tow. Not Durgar, huge Redcaps in tow. And they kind of...
No, they weren't Redcaps. They were undead dwarves.
They were undead dwarves because they were the corpses that you raced. Thank you.
That's right.
Yes, it has been a month. And
we agged them or mobbed them. What's the word?
Yeah, you kited them.
Kited them.
Yeah. So you kited the mobs to the big swarm of enemies, and let them kind of mindlessly pound away at the army. The army seems to be lethargic and weakened right now because of potentially this spell that you've created.
Chop Suey was a big help.
And we blasted the entrance that they were retreating into in the caves, somewhat locking them out. We can only assume they'll clear the rubble, but definitely slowing them down. And in the aftermath, you found a quiet cliff to sit down and eat some... Gosh, what was the fruit that you guys were eating? I feel like it was popcorn.
It was something that tasted like popcorn.
Yeah, but it wasn't good berries. It was like something that acted like good berries.
It was a popcorn tree. We ate the popcorn and watched the Durgar fighting each other. Then Dwayne showed up and saved the rest of the dudes.
That's what it was.
Yep. The very last thing you remember was that these mountains have a series of tunnels that are, and Tabby kind of knew this from growing up in the area, but they are rumored to have kind of a very reclusive ancient tribe of kind of rat people living inside. And the party had decided to venture forth into the tunnels to see if they could find the place that the Fae army was retreating into, and to see if they could maybe find the source and close it for good. Dun dun dun.
Also, I forgot the name of the elf that's apparently Rai's cousin that we helped.
Bubbles?
Was it Bubbles? I thought Bubbles was the dragon.
Bubbles was the
Bubble
dragon.
Laser was the player. The character was... I don't remember her character name now. But
if you're watching, we apologize sincerely.
We really do know the story.
but
we don't make this up as we go.
The reason I brought it up was because I know she gave us all scrolls, and I think you wrote down the one that she gave to Weasel.
Oh, I got a scroll.
You did.
And 100 gold.
That's exciting. Okay, let me add some gold. Wow, how does D&D work? It's been so long.
She did give us each 100 gold and a thing, right? And
yeah. We'll do the bookkeeping on your scroll later because I don't have it in front of me. Okay.
Wow, I have so much more gold than I had before.
Look, you just go away for a while. You come back, you got more money.
I was so poor before.
You're rich. You got stuff.
Everyone else has paid
out.
for that in hit points, and somehow you're fine.
I was unconscious the whole time. Weasel is waking up on this hillside. Her hair is just in a disarray. Her ears are extra droopy. She looks so tired and ashamed that this has happened.
Wang's just like wringing the drool off of his sash.
So, and I feel like this is what's going to happen with players that can't make it. So,
this is Weasel's face.
So Tabby's character, this like dwarven, like gruff paladin's like, I think
Elven, not dwarven.
She's a dwarf. Tabby's a dwarf.
She's a dwarf.
Oh, I thought I heard the wrong name.
Tabby's character, not Juliet's character. It's kind of like, I think there's something wrong in your
Stop
pack.
mixing up the girls in the party.
I've done that like 3 times at least. But she's like, I think there's something wrong with your pack, and she's like, it's on your back, but she's like, she's looking in it, and she's just determined, and she just disappears, and she's in your pack, and we just she'll be back when she gets back. She's
All right,
looking for something.
We'll keep her in the holding.
There's like a lounge in there.
God, like poor Bo. All that
It's like a
stuff he went through in
Pokeball.
the pack.
It's a
No,
Pokeball.
it's not even a lounge, man. We have a full day spa.
She's living it up while we're dying out here.
Yeah,
None of y'all have listened to the Adventure Zone, have you?
I have not.
Just keep throwing D&D podcast references. Okay, we're gonna move on.
Okay. All right. So I will set the scene for you a little bit here. So it is, we're going to call it evening. The sun was setting as you were kind of going into battle last time. So the chill of the evening is coming upon you as you watch the kind of the armies below finish these fights with these undead, as well as some of them are, working on the clearing of the rubble to try to get back into this mountain. And you had just spotted this tunnel in front of you that, after your kind of short rest, you realize that's your way in. It's small enough. It's not huge. We're talking about maybe a 3.5-4 foot, tall hole. So you'll have to crawl, but it is available to you to check out.
Do Wang 2 and Weasel want to have a moment before we go dumpster diving?
Do we want to do that now, or do we want to do that?
I'll leave that up to Weasel.
Okay, sure. Let's do some role playing.
All right.
Are you down with that already, or do you want to wait till we have this more prepped?
You go for it. No, this is
All right.
all about the art of the improv. Go for it.
All right, let's do it.
Right.
So Weasel is sort of sitting. We're on a cliffside. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So Weasel's a little embarrassed that she hasn't had a great time. She had a panic attack. She passed out. She's just not. All she wanted was to. She really, she's new to the party. She really wanted to prove herself. So she's kind of sitting off to the side. Her shoulders are kind of slumped. She's kind of kicking her feet, a little dejected.
Like stress eating the popcorn from the popcorn tree?
Stress eating the popcorn, yeah. Just munching. Fiddling with her piercings.
So Twiddle's going to walk up to her with some good berries and say, I'm pretty sure these won't blow up and become a pyramid in your stomach.
She looks at Twiddlebottom and she looks at the berries and she just goes, you know what? Thanks, man. And eats one. She's munching.
I nod sagely and I go back to looking over the cliffside.
It's just that part of sunset where the prettiest colors in the sky are coming out. Remind me, Razaga's color of his key was red?
Crimson.
Mm-hmm. It almost looks like when there's that one strong beam of light coming through the dark cloud, the clouds in the sky almost part for a second, and this ray of crimson light just hits our little Weasel just in the back. She doesn't even notice it, but you turn on the cliff and you see her with this crimson ray from the sky kind of hitting her back, Wang.
at this point, Wang was kind of sitting a little further away from the group, kind of just meditating and playing with the bow. For those of you who don't know, bow is a little fey bat that I kind of adopted.
After we killed her
Fey
mom.
bat. After we obliterated her mother by summoning Ozzy Osbourne to bite her head off. Totally
As
different
one does.
situation. So, and at that moment, he was thinking of Razaga. So he sees this, and he kind of feels like a pull to go towards her, and he kind of just goes up to her casually and just sits down, kind of just puts bow in between them, and he just says, times like these always remind me of my master, my father, and so kind of nice to sit back and obviously not look at the burning city, but enjoy these quiet times we get in this crazy journey.
Weasel laughs a little bit in spite of herself and kind of looks down at the bat, and she's a little awkward. She scratches his head a little bit. She looks up at Wang too and is like, did something happen to him?
A little bit before you came, and you kind of hear him like choking up a bit. We actually, the tower we were in, he kind of died saving us back there, fighting some fey god apparently.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's never fun to lose family, so that's why I'm kind of always protective of the people around me. What about you? Where do you come from?
Nowhere.
And if our cameras have like two scenes almost, there's like watching your like somber conversation, and the bat is like going to town on your berries. He's got just juice all over his face, and he's just like, and you guys are just like, yeah, and the bat's just like,
yeah. I just kind of like,
we never feed him, do we?
oh, well, I do. My own blood, apparently.
Weasel watches the bat. She's like, she is not making eye contact with Wang Tu. She is not looking at Wang Tu. She's looking at the bat. She's like totally, and she goes, it's good that you had somebody that cared about you.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody's got to have somebody, right? You got somebody. You came from somewhere.
They didn't want me anymore.
Wang doesn't want to press, but he's a little concerned, so he just asks a little bit more. What do you mean they didn't want you anymore?
I was supposed to have magic. I was supposed to. I was born to have. We're all born to have magic. And there's a god, and when everyone turns 13, he gives them magic. And he appears, and people talk about it. And I turned 13, and he didn't show up.
He didn't show up?
He didn't show up. It was a whole thing, and I had to go. There's a cave, and my mom took me, and she says that, and then she like stops for a minute, and she's quiet for a couple minutes, and she just sort of picks up like nothing happened, and she goes, and he didn't show up, so then I had to leave.
So Twiddle walks over after hearing this. Sorry, he can't help himself. He's like, wait, what? You got set up by your god?
Yeah. I mean, I guess. Oh. I mean, maybe it wasn't me. Maybe it was it. It was probably me. I did something. I did something wrong. I don't know what.
When you were a kid, you did nothing wrong. I mean, and your family left you for that?
They didn't leave me. They made me leave.
So when you say that, Wang, he looked a little sad at first and then concerned, and now he just looks pissed.
And Weasel still won't look at him. She's fully not making eye contact.
Okay.
Hey, Wang, too. We should totally kite some Drugar.
Wang's pissed to the point where he does not hear that comment. because Wang has a thing about parents, and Wang kind of just punches the ground real quick in between where you guys are sitting, kind of startles the bat for a little. Doesn't punch it hard, but you can feel the vibration under you because the key released.
Sure.
And he goes, "That's not right."
She's like making all kinds of like uncomfortable body, like crossing her arms over her chest and like rubbing her arms and just like really obviously anxious and uncomfortable.
Wang kind of like slowly goes to put an arm around you, and he's like,
She kind of leans forward and like doesn't really take it.
He puts it back. He's like, no one should ever abandon their child, not even for a stupid reason like that. I can kind of know how you feel. I was abandoned. Razaga is not my real father. He's my adopted father, and I don't know why my family left me. I really don't know where I come from.
She finally looks him in the eye. Doesn't say anything, just looks him in the eye finally.
He looks directly at you, and I'm like, I'm sorry that happened, because when I was younger, I had a lot of problems dealing with that. Nobody should be abandoned for any reason, so you got a family with us now, and we're not going to abandon you.
Rai also is kind of like looks over at Weasel and says, I was abandoned too.
Really?
My world got destroyed.
My
guy says.
Yeah, I was abandoned, betrayed, and I tried really to live up to everyone's expectation, but
you're all so strong, and that's why you travel together. And I did a bad job today. I shouldn't be with you guys.
Have you not seen the things you've killed with that axe already?
I guess so.
I mean, you made it this far by yourself before even meeting us. That says something.
Yeah, I feel like we pan over it, like you haven't cleaned it right. It's got like red cap hair and like just like all kinds of like beasts and nasty things on
everything all over the axe.
Yeah.
She picks up her axe and she looks at it and smiles kind of proudly and says, I guess I did kill a lot of things.
There's my girl.
Okay.
Wang kind of looks at you and he's like, look, I don't know your customs. I might speak Elven, but I know nothing about them except for what I read in books on my turtle, which is not many.
And Weasel is from like a weird subclass of elves too. She's not like just a
okay. So I wouldn't have never even read about them.
She's basically from a weird insular cult.
Okay. And
anyway.
But for some reason I'm getting kind of I don't know what it is, but I can't offer you magic or everything you need to get back to your people.
I don't want to go back.
Well,
yeah, I mean, totally, like, screw people.
Then I can offer you something else. I can offer you us as your people. And if you'd like, it's not magic, but I could train you.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're pretty damn good with that axe. I'd like to see what you could do with your fists.
That would be awesome.
All right. Lesson 1. No pouting unless you're pouting with me.
And she laughs. She smiles and she laughs for the first time, like, this whole conversation. She's a kid. Like, she kind of when she laughs, you see how much that she's a kid. She looks like a kid.
So Twiddle who's still next to Wang too, sort of puts his hand on Weasel's head and says, I had a wife. I had a world. It's gone now. Literally gone. Blew up. You can't spend your life looking back. All that's there is misery. The best you can do is look forward. right? And every day is a new dawn, a new night, a new day. And magic or no magic, just because you didn't have a god then doesn't mean you'll not have a god tomorrow. Just because you didn't have parents then doesn't mean you'll not have parents tomorrow.
The slight push of it, just so perfect.
she knows that, and she laughs a little bit again, and she's like, okay.
And just so she doesn't feel excluded if she's watching this at any time, you hear from the bag. Which you know is something reassuring, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, like, you'll always be a sister.
You're pretty cool for a bunch of old guys.
I might have white hair, but I'm not old.
She's teasing.
No, I'm old. I am older than farts.
She's giggling.
So how about we go kill some stuff?
Let's kill some stuff.
Let's do it. Artie, is there any kind of like long branch?
The popcorn tree has a long branch on it.
I just rip off a long branch and take it with me.
Are you trying to make a makeshift staff?
Yes.
I mean, you can. All right, Mr. Man. Why don't you give me a?
All right, Mr. Man.
Mr. Man, either a
with his bare hands,
a survival roll, or
how all great D&D rolls begin.
or a martial arts roll to see how good or how shitty this staff is that you're pulling from this tree.
Can we start with a strength check? See if you can actually break the branch.
Don't forget. I'm a woodbender. I can make a good staff.
Oh, that's true.
It'll take a couple nights, but it's gonna happen.
So here's how this is gonna work. The threshold is 10. Go ahead and make a survival roll for every success above 10. That's the amount of feet you pull off the tree. So if you only get 11, you got 1 foot.
Okay. And what kind of roll is that?
Survival.
All right. Oh, natural 20 would be awesome right now.
10-foot pole.
11 plus 2, 13.
Okay. You have.
Too short.
You pull like 6 feet of wood, but like 3 feet of it is like good, solid, usable staff that you can bend. It would bend into something really good. Right now it's just like a baseball bat.
Okay. Sounds good. Do I have the time to wood bend it now or no?
No.
Yeah, probably not. It takes a while to wood bend it.
It does.
Yeah, so I just nobody knows why I'm doing it. I just just yank this thing off and just kind of stick it in my bag.
Oh, they know. Everybody knows. You've been antsy without that thing.
Oh, I have a staff.
Oh yeah, you got the one from the thing.
So,
okay.
I'm gonna look at the team. I'll say so. We know that there is a portal somewhere in here to the Fey Realms. The idea is if we can close the portal, we can stop this from happening again, and other towns being sacked. After that, we can go take a visit. If we can go visit Juliet's people. Maybe, I don't know.
Show them what a Rogyat looks like.
There we go. I like that. Let's do that.
They might have these problems too.
Hey.
Wang kind of just leans over. He's just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I lean over. No, I'm not.
I know.
Hey, Rye, give me a perception roll.
I swear, if Weasel's like a second cousin twice removed, I'm done.
I got a 3.
It's a nice day.
He looks like
We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
It's a good day to die.
No.
All right, so let's head off.
What you saw was just a slight bit of movement near the tunnel, but it could have been the breeze.
Quick, take your demon sword, kill the breeze.
I'm ready to kill some stuff.
Shall we venture in?
Nobody else?
Wait.
Shall we venture into the tunnel?
Wang's like, let's do it.
Let's
Right.
go.
So before we head to the tunnel, I'm going to shapeshift into a rat dude.
Have you ever seen a rat dude?
Nope. Might not look like one, but look like a rat and a dude.
Okay, so you're shaping into some kind of rat dude that may or may not look like their rat dudes.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's just make it him with like a rat face and fur. Like he's still buff. He's still him.
And blue.
Just blue, furry with a little bit of rat features.
Okay. All right. So I feel like this is like understanding the natural races of this world. So maybe give me a nature roll at disadvantage because this is not your home turf.
Who's this? Young L?
This is Young L, yeah.
The man who wants to be a rat.
Is that a deception check or a nature roll?
Nature roll.
Nature, which is survival.
So I don't know what that is. A 13 and a 6. So let's go with the 6. And I don't know what that would be with my character sheet, but probably not more than a 9.
Okay, a 9. So, I feel like you look like Master Splinter drawn by a 6-year-old. Like,
no, I'm a big blue buff rat. We just talked about this.
That sounds like Master Splinter to me.
I mean, he was buff before he became old.
Okay.
You can be buff. This is fine. You're like a rat ogre. All right. You look like some. Okay, you're some form of
furry Shrek
of rat.
He just has a moment of like, yep, this is my new family. All right.
Yeah, I feel like the scene cuts out with like this rat arm like going over your shoulder as you like descend into the tunnel. All right. Okay, these are very thin tunnels. They're narrow. Who's the marching order, please?
Weasel will go first.
Okay.
She's gung ho. She wants to go.
I'm third.
She's tough.
Wang will tag along second since his new pupil is going first.
So you put.
I feel like Weasel like didn't wait for anyone to give her permission to do this. She was just like, "Let's go," and she went first.
Okay.
Oh,
Squishy in the back's fine. That's fine.
Weasel rushes in.
All right. It's dark. Are we dark visioning it up? Can anybody see in the dark? Are we taking
dark vision for me?
I'm pretty sure that I have dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Before we continue,
Yes.
I use my pearl of power to recharge one of my spell slots.
Sure. Yeah, you had a long rest to do that, or a short rest to do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
So
definitely have dark vision.
I'm pulling up on spells, also using my sorcery point, just so you know I'm back to spell slots.
Okay.
Okay.
Wang at this moment is squinting really hard, like, yeah, I have night vision.
Yeah.
And you just hear like, that's a wall.
Okay. Yeah. It's
hold on to my tail.
It's the stalactites.
Oh, you have a tail now.
All right. So, Weasel, you're taking point. Tell me about, like, are you guys kind of like...
I light a torch.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I can't see.
Are you guys staying as kind of like a pack, or are you kind of scouting ahead and coming back?
I mean, Weasel's small and she's dexterous.
I feel like she's just gonna
go.
go.
Scout. Yeah, I feel like she's just
stop
going.
and plan, or are you, no? I feel like Weasel would just go, and I feel like the rest of the party is gonna decide if they're close behind.
She's just gonna go.
So,
I mean, she's gonna stealth forward.
Yeah, Wang, you're
for the
second.
time being.
Are you staying on her ass, or are you like giving her a gap?
I think she like tells him. She like puts back her hands and is like, "I got this."
All right.
Wang just.
So we'll put you, whatever, 30, 50 meters or 30, 50 feet.
Okay.
He's close enough that if something goes down, he's there, but letting her, give her.
She's gonna. This is not her strong set of strength, but like she's a little bit stealthy. So sure. Wait, we have a rogue in the party. Why am I doing this?
He was like, I'm third. He bowed out. This is barbarian stealth time. Okay.
All right, we're doing
we
barbarian.
have more of a demonic person in the
stealth
party now,
time.
rather than.
It is. I mean, she is small and she is unarmored, so she's stealthing forward. Does she see anything? What's happening?
It's very dark, and you're
You
crawling
do have dark vision
through caves. It's like a series of dugout kind of warren tunnels that goes for quite a while.
Am I like crawling? Am I on all fours?
Yeah, you have to be on all fours. It's no more than
on all fours.
It's no more than 3.5, 4 feet at max. So you're kind of on all fours and you're kind of scurrying forward. It's tiring. You can feel your muscles starting to, just feel the wear and tear of, it's almost dozens of minutes. You're having to maybe pace yourself a little bit, take small breaks. So you've been really kind of crawling into this cavern for a while, following the twists and turns. You haven't found a fork yet. This is clearly something that's been dug to reach where you're at. And you give me a perception roll, please.
Okay. That's a 13 plus. That's a 16.
Okay. So the first thing you notice is the sound of water kind of trickling from somewhere in front of you. And as you come around the bend, a little bit of a bend to the left, there's a flow of water coming from above. And so you kind of look up and you look forward, and there's it's all been kind of like almost like clay-like dirt that you've been kind of crawling through. But there's a flat, like kind of crude-looking stone plaque on the wall in front of you, as well as kind of this, it looks like semi-natural, very small, very slow-flowing kind of waterfall that's coming down from above it. It's very muddy and slippery.
Okay. Can I read the plaque?
You can definitely look at it. It's kind of dirty. You kind of like...
Okay, I'll like try
maybe,
to like run my hand over it and try to read it.
Sure. It looks to be in a language that you don't quite comprehend. There's a little bit of hieroglyphics on there. It looks like a person with a kind of a long snout. And there's kind of a large mountain shape, as well as an eye.
Do I recognize the eye at all?
It just looks like an eye, like an unartistic, just really simple eye.
Is there any kind of like further path forward, or am I at a dead end?
It does go forward, and it does go up at this point.
Okay.
What was your perception roll again?
It was a 16 total.
A 16 total? Yeah, 16.
So while she's doing this, can I try and sense the Fey energies to locate the gate?
Do you have a thing for that? Or are you just trying to do it
I don't know.
off of your
Just
own
trying to do. I guess it'd be Arcana, right?
Well, I mean, it would just be an insight check to see if there's something, if you're feeling any tingles. The other thing you notice about this this plaque is it looks like it's part of a mechanism. Like there's a lot of handprints on part of it.
Interesting. Can I roll investigation check?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not very smart. Actually, I'm a little bit smart. Oh, I rolled a 19 plus 2. That's a 21.
Hey, nice.
I am smart, y'all.
Very smart.
So there are clearly, like, you're seeing where like the little claws would have made their dents over time, and where the handprints would have kind of come through, and you're seeing clearly that this mechanism pushes in. It looks to be related to whatever's above it. The terrain seems very difficult to climb right now because of the amount of water that's coming down, and so it just seems to be related to what's above it somehow, some way.
Do I have any sense of how the mechanism works?
It looks like it makes things happen behind the plaque. So
okay,
it's
but
hard
can I work it, or are my hands too big?
You just push.
I push.
Okay. Yeah, so you push hard. It's like give me a strength check,
I'm
actually.
strong.
You are very strong.
Yeah. I am beefy. I rolled a 1.
Ah! So it works at first. Like you push it in, you're like, hey, it does stuff. And like the water like slowly starts like flowing less, and you can see the edges of this cavern, and it's great. And you're like, wow, and you're like, whoop, and you just like you fall, and it's just like mud in the face, and it's just like ah, and so it's just you're a mess.
Okay. I think Weasel is gonna. So she's all muddy. She kind of sits up back on her butt and like, she's gonna try to climb up.
Okay. with it flowing fast?
I mean, I guess so.
Okay.
She can't. I mean, she can't try again, can she? No, that's
I mean,
silly.
she can, and you have friends that can help you with this
Okay,
thing.
so I guess I'm gonna like wait for my friends finally now.
Yeah. Okay.
And just be like, okay, so there's a plaque, and I think if you push it, it'll make the water go less. That's really hard to push. Like I'm really strong. It's really hard to push.
Boy, demon
but,
boy,
like,
go push the
maybe
button.
you can try.
You want us to push it with you down there? You'll be fine.
Well, are they like joining me now?
Yeah, I'm assuming they walked up like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, like we're all here now.
Yeah, no, Wang was literally asking, do you want us to push this with you down there?
She like maybe steps back a couple paces.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's not
it
kill a
was,
team
it
member.
was really hard
So-
though. Like it was really tough.
Oi, demon boy, go press the button.
Who you talking to?
You.
His horns
Nodding.
just kind of slowly grows.
He's having the impure thoughts.
Yeah. No, let's just push it together. Come on. Come on, everyone.
What is it? Team building exercise?
Are we all trying to push it together? Is that what's
My
happening
friends
right
are my power.
now?
I mean, you can. It's
The
probably
power of friendship.
it's probably wide enough for like 2 sets of hands, and like you can like I don't know push each other's backs or something if you're like. You know,
It was
really-
like okay, Wing 2, come on, let's do it.
All right.
Let's
Should we
go.
try again now?
All right. So everyone's assisting. All right. Group
Yeah.
check. Everyone, give me a strength check, please.
17.
Oh, much better. That's an 18 for Weasel.
Okay.
9.
It's enough.
Got a 10.
It's enough. Okay. Yeah. The with all your weight pushing into it and everything, you
11
feel
actually.
you feel the plaque slide in a good inch or so and kind of come to a point. It definitely feels like there's pressure against your hands. Like if you let go, it's going to come back out. But same kind of thing. The water kind of slows, and you can kind of see the edges of this cavern. And almost now you can see a little bit of like the footholds or the places where it might be meant to be climbed.
But we think that it's gonna, if we release it, it's gonna come back.
That's what you think.
What if I break it?
Wait, before that, I'm going to cast Mage Hand and see if that's enough to pressure the lock.
Oh, that's a better idea.
I'm just waiting for the Indiana Jones boulder to fall from the ceiling.
This is like the giant doorbell of a demon. You're like ding dong, ding dong.
Ding, 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 ding.
All right, so
Every
you're
So
trying to
I cast Mage Hand. So I tell everyone to step back. I see the Mage Hand's enough to activate the device.
Okay. Does everybody else let go?
Yeah.
I let go.
I let go.
You let go, and swoosh, everyone's drenched in mud from the water that's been held back.
Taste
Oh, that
of
was
defeat.
fun. All right, so who has a rope?
I think I have a rope.
Yeah, we should
Very
all. If we
good.
all have adventuring kits, we probably all have ropes.
So how tall is this thing?
It looks like 30 feet up.
All right, so I say we secure one strong individual demon boy with a rope. He holds the
I am
thing.
very
We
strong.
climb up. Yeah, but you're not
I'm
demon boy.
very strong.
Well, I can climb up, so I go up with the rope. I'll take the rope.
Is someone holding the thing?
Oh, I'm still holding the thing, I guess.
I push it. Yeah,
Okay, all right.
I help push it in.
All right, you hold the thing.
Are we? Did we mage hands the thing?
Yeah, and it failed, and it came back out.
Oh,
And,
okay. So
in the
I'll
water.
still hold the thing. I'm still holding the thing. I'm very
I'm helping
strong.
her
All
hold
right, you
it.
got an
yeah.
automatic pass now.
Wait. So we need to tie the rope around somebody. The rest of us climb up. After the water goes on, we pull you up with the rope. That's the thought.
That's a good plan. I'm very strong. I'll go up and I'll pull you guys up. I
Well,
am
only
small,
one person
but I
has to
am
stay here
strong.
holding this thing, right?
Okay, Wing, hold the thing.
Wang holds.
I'm gonna climb.
All right.
She takes the rope. She's like not broaching with any more complaints. She takes the rope. She ties it around her waist. She's gonna climb.
Okay. Give me an athletics check, please.
Well, all of you guys are climbing. I'm the only one staying down, right?
I'm good at that.
She's going the first. We'll use a rope to get up there.
I
Then we
got a
go off
17.
Okay.
Y'all, that's a 17.
It's very slippy, and as you start to make your way up, you start to find the little kind of thatch footholds and armholds. You can see the claw marks as they kind of are have been grooved into the clay and stone, and you've made it about halfway up at this point.
Okay.
Are we waiting for you to go all the way up, or is anybody coming now?
I'm waiting.
I'm waiting.
I keep going.
I'm holding.
One more athletics check to see if you can get all the way up. It's gonna really hurt if you fall down.
Oh, I rolled a raw 16, so
Okay.
that's like a 23.
You're good. All right. So, you lose your footing a couple times. There's a couple epic moments where it's just the forearm strength as you're dangling. You're like, whoa, okay.
I'm very strong.
It's hard, and
Is it like Point Break?
Yeah, like you get it. You get it all the way up, and you find yourself in almost a smallish cubbyhole area. It's maybe 10 by 10, and there is light pouring through one of the walls.
Like there's an opening in the wall?
Mm-hmm.
I look through it.
It's the outside. You are looking at a strong tactical vantage point that shows kind of the entranceway that you guys saw earlier, as well as the mountain pass that you saw. And there's kind of like, as you thunk a little bit, as like there's just like wooden things and supplies at your feet.
Oh, I look through them.
Okay, so you're looking, and it's hard to see because you don't have color with this dark vision, and you're kind of like, so it's like several like. It's almost a stretch to call these things spears. There's like strong sticks that are pointy at the end, and they're all tipped in like a viscous kind of liquid. There is a kind of like a kit, like a little kit of like crude jars that seem to have a similar viscous material on them, and there are like blow darts that have kind of the same thing on them as well.
Okay. But there's no like pathway, it's just this opening. It's just like a tactical. Okay, so Weasel's gonna call down and just be like, there's not a way forward, but there's some cool shit. I'm gonna throw some stuff down, but it's pointy, so stand back.
Wait. How about you carry it down?
Okay, but I want to do something up here first. And so she's gonna try and like destroy the opening.
Okay, kind of break through.
Yeah, like or just like break it so that like this isn't a vantage point for them anymore. Like can she like she wants to like hit the rocks and like make a small rock slide and like destroy them. No, that's not gonna work.
You can. You definitely can.
With your bare hands.
What?
No, with my axe.
Right, and so just like I'm trying to provide the right level of wisdom that you would know about these people.
I don't know shit.
You don't
dumb.
know shit. You don't know shit, and you're a kid. Break it. Fucking break it. Just break it.
I feel like her mantra is
kid.
"I'm strong."
Yeah, I'm strong. I don't know shit. I have -1 charisma.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
So
When
I'm
she
gonna tell
rages, that's
Wayne
all she
too.
screams.
Wayne too. Can you get your daughter down here before she pisses off the natives?
I'm already hitting it.
Yeah, it doesn't take much at all. Like 1 or 2 swings and blah. Like
Right.
this, the peepholes are gone. It's useless.
Great. And I gather up all this pointy, dangerous rogue shit, and I climb back down.
Okay.
I look at Twiddlebottom. I'm like, how long before they get past the terrible twos?
There's like
You had a family, right? I'm new to this, man.
Like how much of the like mundane stuff do you take? So there's the pointy weapony shit. There's like a bedroll and like a little like woven nasty little basket, and like there's just little like someone could camp out here.
I think that Wang too would like some pointy sticks.
Okay.
And I think that maybe Ulrich or Ryman would appreciate some, like, I don't know, blow darts and shit. I take the weapons.
Okay. All right. You leave the shitty bedroll.
I leave the useful things and I take the weapons.
Watch the shitty bedroll be like a magic carpet.
Mm-hmm.
I know, no, but I leave that. I kind of poke it with a toe, and I'm like, meh. I gather up the weapons.
Like
I'm gonna take that down.
Yeah, ratty. All right, yeah.
Yeah, it's just okay. So can I go back down?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool, I go back
So you're
down.
trying to carry the things and climb down.
Yes.
Okay. Who's still holding the thing? Alric.
That would be me.
It's Wang too.
Just Wang. It's so heavy.
Is it
like
straight up or is it like slanted down?
So like this. It's like straight down. And so this is like the equivalent of like you think you can do wall sits for like 5 minutes and then you hit like 3 minutes. You're like holy shit. Like you're doing that with the. You're like how much longer?
I'm just like in the horse sense. Like you guys need to hurry up.
Yeah. So go ahead and make your strength check, please.
Okay.
Me?
I'm so glad I'm at least doing something that's like to
Strength
my skill set. But this is not me. This is Wang too.
17 plus 2. Oh, plus 1, so 18.
You are holding somehow, my friend. This is like,
yo,
there's like key like leaking into the rock.
Yep.
Okay.
You just see like the crimson key, the blue key just kind of going in the rocks. I'm like picturing training with Razaga in my mind right now.
Yeah.
But I make it down.
You do. You make it down.
Okay, I land.
Well, you gotta make your check. I'm sorry. Go ahead and make your athletics check to climb down.
As she's climbing down.
Nat 20?
Is it a natural 20?
Awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah.
First 20 of the night.
So I think she ought to like take the bedroll and surf down.
Like slide down, yeah. Like something goes wrong. Like his hand slips for a second. He's like, shoo, totally like surf down and stick the landing.
Yeah, I'm just like, ha! I brought you 6.
I take the sticks and I'm like, your first training lesson is going to be horse dance for an hour. They're not easy.
Okay. and Ryman, I bought you some rogue shit. Like rogue shit.
Very nice.
That's just how she describes it.
Rogue shit.
Yes.
Very
She
nice.
doesn't really know what any of it is. She's again
while like
stupid.
hand modeling it,
Yeah.
like
Right, it's like very like not compact for travel blow dart kit. Like it's like clunky tubes and like blow darts that are meant to be stationary and like reload them there and shoot them at people. Like you got some stuff. They look poison tipped.
what do these pointy sticks look like that I'm holding? Wayne can't see nothing.
They're they look like tree limbs that have been sharpened.
Okay.
Okay.
We're poison, so don't like it.
They're crude staffs.
And I explained what I saw up there and that it was like a strategic vantage point that I've destroyed. Yeah.
You do realize the rat people aren't our enemies, right?
They're not?
No, they just live here. The Fae are our enemies.
Well, I knew the Fae were enemies, but
I mean, they're probably our enemies now.
They haven't found what you've done yet.
We'll blame it on the Fae. It's
But surely if you walk forward with their weapons, I'm sure they'll welcome you with open arms.
Oh.
Wang's just like, lesson number 2, patience.
Sorry.
Wang, quick perception.
This was fully a Juliet mistake, but it worked as a Weasel mistake too.
I feel like this is definitely in Weasel's territory.
Yeah, Weasel's a fun character, because when I'm dumb, I can just be like, oh, but she's dumb.
Well, what am I giving you, bro?
Give me. Actually, I said perception, but give me an insight check.
Insight. All right.
We smashed our special idol.
19.
19?
17
Perfect.
plus 2, yeah.
Okay. So, when Razaga would see danger, he had this like signature like sound. Like he wouldn't yell, he wouldn't get hype. He'd just be like, and so you almost hear this like in the back of your neck, and you hear like these shrill, like there's shrieking, and there's like weapons banging on weapons, and there's something down the corridor happening.
Weasel's like, I'm sorry.
I'm like, I'm just like, nobody else knows this, right? Or do they hear it too?
No, this is almost amplified just to you. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's
I'm just like, can't really explain how I know this right now, but we gotta go. There's something coming this way, and it's ready to fight. No.
I'm ready to
Stay. Do I get to know how many, or is it just like an amplified
what
sound?
you heard was the sounds of battle. You did not hear the sounds of movement.
Oh, okay. So rewind, reverse it. I hear battle. I think whatever lives here, these rat people are fighting the Fae right now.
Then we should fight the Fae.
We could always go help. We could bring them signs of peace with these wooden sticks dipped in
Wait,
poison.
so we're gonna save them and give them back the stuff we stole, right? That's the plan.
We're bringing back up.
I mean, we broke their window.
They don't know that.
They will.
They don't know that now. They won't know that until after the battle. The Fae broke it. The Fae broke it, guys.
The Fae broke it.
The Fae broke it.
But if we keep going down this corridor, we are going to be going into battle.
All right, so Raymond, you sit here. Don't take your sword out.
No. This is time. This is what I'm here for. Come on.
Sit,
Come on.
stay, good boy.
No. Come on. No.
Wang like secretly
I'm gonna
attaches the bag holding to
guys, stop talking.
No. I need this.
I'm gonna create a picture of a loot. I'm gonna hand the illusionary loot to him.
He starts twitching.
You
guys,
can motivate us in battle.
Guys, come on. Don't do this to me. Come on. His leg starts just like shaking, like uncontrollably, like a puppy who's waiting to like go chase a car.
What are you doing? Are you going?
I guess we're going.
Let's do it.
Going? Was that the consensus?
We're going.
All right, you're running forward. Right. Same marching order.
Same marching order. Same marching order.
Down the corridor.
So Raymond hasn't taken the lead in his thirst for battle.
Raymond, do you want to take the lead?
He slowly unsheaths his sword.
Weasel's like,
charge!
Weasel goes right behind Ryman.
So like, for some strange reason, like, you know, everyone's move speed's about like 30, 40. Actually, the monk's fast too. Ryman's move speed's like 90. Like, he's just like, charge! It's like, and like, he's gone.
I would have to like full blast to keep up with him.
Yeah.
I would be like, I'm running.
We're going.
As soon as he said charge, all you saw is like some dust in his after image.
Yeah. His shadow's trying to catch up.
I'm just like, all right, we're go. Oh, that's not him.
Weasel looks at Wang, looks at Fiddlepottom, is like, okay.
Go. And I just start running.
Go.
So remember, children, when he goes crazy demon, let's not be near him.
Right.
I mean, if he's crazy demon on our side.
Not for long. That's the nature of crazy demons.
If he goes crazy demon, I'm gonna take him back.
We can handle it. We have the power of family now.
Right.
It's slowly becoming My Little Pony.
This happens to you first.
Power of friendship. Oh, you should see my hand gestures right now.
You stumble forward, and the warren kind of opens up into a smallish room, maybe 20 by 30. And to your left, you see what's left of the very end of a heated battle. You see several rat men sticking spears into what is a few red caps that are putting up their kind of final rage as they're trying to reach these people, and they're kind of pull the spears out, and they see you, and they get immediately very, very defensive. They take a few steps back and skulk down on the floor, and they kind of got spears pointed at you. You see a few behind without spears that are kind of pushing younger ones behind them so that you cannot see these younger creatures. And they're looking very, very cautious.
There's no Fae?
There's some dying ones.
Okay.
So you could like walk over and just like get out, just punch the dead punching bag if you want, and then just stab them a little bit. They're at like 0.5 hit points right now, but
let them know we're not their enemy. Let them know we're not their enemy.
I mean, is it incredibly
men,
stupid
children,
if
eat the
Weasel
babies.
just goes and kills a fae and is like, she like beheads a fae that's on the ground and is like, friends.
oh, so you come up behind? Okay, so yeah, so this like
Is that? I'm sorry. She comes behind. I don't know if I have a clear. We're behind the rats.
well, no, okay, so like what I meant is behind Rye. Like Rye has kind of stepped maybe I don't know, a foot into the room,
Right.
but he
I just
clearly
has
has like.
a smirk on his face, just staring at them.
Oh,
Like,
they're scared of Rye. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got kind of some
Yeah.
demon horns, and his sword is on fire, and they just killed some demons, and then this guy showed up.
Right.
So-
Okay. Yeah. So Weasel creeps in behind him and just like takes her axe and is like, and beheads a fae real quick and is like, friends.
And they like hiss at you.
Maybe you should put the sword away.
he just starts chuckling.
Okay.
Kill
Wang two.
Kill them.
Wang 2's behind Rai, right?
Kill them.
Okay, so
Eat the
at this
babies.
moment, Wang 2 literally undersweeps Rai to knock him on the floor.
Oh no, God.
I take out my shield and just cover him in it and just stand on top, and I'm like, friends.
Are you
No fight.
letting this happen? Right? I mean,
No,
you have
I let
stats.
it happen. I let
Okay.
it happen.
All right, cool.
I fall down. Wang's shield's over my neck, and I'm just looking at Wang like.
Like
And I'm going to quote.
Oh,
this.
it covers your whole body. You are like enclosed.
I'm
into the
enclosed?
shell. Yeah,
so
thing's big.
there's some quick movements that are happening, and the rats are just like they see some movements, and like the few kind of like fighter types in the front have kind of like gotten a little closer, and they're just like they're very close with these pokey sticks. There's about 6 of them close, and there's a few more on the peripheral.
Can Weasel roll for rodent
Now,
kinship?
I'm now ready to make my grand entrance.
Oh God.
With my
You've seen them. Please change the way you look.
my 6 foot blue muscular rat man. Oh, let's do this.
So Rai just then goes and recites Ezekiel 25:17. and he just
The
basically
wrath of a
says,
good man.
yes, the path
Is
of
the
the
Bible
righteous.
canon in this D&D game?
And he says, and you will know my name and as the Lord, and I will lay my vengeance upon you. And he just pushes the shield.
Oh God.
Oh my god. Weasel tries to tackle Ryman.
Wang is just pushing right back down with everything he's got.
And he just keeps pushing forward, and like, so
Oh,
we're in a struggle
he's got
right
some-
now.
Okay. All right. Contested athletics check. I mean,
All right.
Wangs, you're gonna have advantage because you're controlling the grapple, but
And can Weasel help?
actually no, you don't. This is just a grapple check, so just athletic checks on both sides.
Can
You
Weasel
can help.
help?
You can. If you help, you'll give Steven advantage.
I help.
12.
I don't need it. I rolled a 19.
You're like, and you will feel my damn it.
You need to calm down. Put it
And-
away.
So then I will cast sleep on Wang 2.
Oh my God.
You're
Oh
inside
my
my
God.
shield. That ain't getting through, buddy.
So like this it will get through. Okay. The sleep automatically
Okay.
hit. It's a save, right?
I believe so. I've not used it in a while.
If I type slep into the search engine, it doesn't work.
They
SLEP.
sleep. Sends creature into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8.
He might have more than that in hit points. What's your current HP, sir?
Me?
Yeah.
It's a zone. It's not an individual person. So everybody
He
in
can
the
target it.
zone.
No, he can. It's.
Oh,
it's
really?
his choice, yeah.
Okay.
How many hit points do I have?
Uh-huh.
I have 36 right now.
Okay. I don't think 5d8 can mathematically get to 36, but it's not likely.
Okay. Hold on. 5d8. Where's my 5? I'm missing a dice.
5.
No, sorry, my 8. Where is it?
You have a D5?
No. I meant my 8.
What kind of wizardry is this?
There we go.
Demon dice.
Okay, 6, 7, 8, 1.
It's not high enough. You nod off for just a brief moment, and you come to, and you clearly know he has used magic on you.
I just kind of give him a look, and I just flare up I can't remember the name of my my moves. A radiant sunbolt, and I'm kind of like pushing down my body, holding the sunbolt. I'm like, don't even try that again. Calm down.
So as you guys are like scuffling, and this rat is coming through this crowd, like, I am here, and he's just buff Schwarzenegger rat. This like kind of like this like scarred, like he looks like the scarred veteran of the group, right? He's just like older. He's got a cut through one of his eyes. He's just big and muscular, and he kind of like shoves some of the spears of the guys who are in the front to the side, and he's just talking to you in very confident words that you just don't understand. Raktu wakta wangu wanda, and he's just like pointing and gesturing. He's definitely gesturing at you, who seems to be the alpha, Mr. Twiddlebottom. And he's just like, and he's like pointing at your teammates, and he walahu, and he points at his men, and they like get into combat stance, and he's just expecting an answer.
Okay, so I start spouting out another totally different language. Hagu. So
He speaks rat? He speaks rat?
I don't think that's really right.
I actually, let's see. I got like crazy high charisma. You wouldn't believe it the way I act. I have a charisma of 20.
Mm-hmm.
So I will use look at my skills.
Wow,
I will use persuasion. I will use my persuasion check and my gesticulations and my made-up rat language and explain that we're here to kill the Fae. I'm going to point to the Fae and throw it across the neck, do a circle on the ground and stamp on the circle.
Okay.
I rolled a 19. So
Weasel did behead one earlier too.
27.
Oh, 27 after modifiers?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Okay. Like you start explaining, and he's just like, he's not believing it. He's like, Waka, Oshinaka. And then like you keep going, and then like you spit, and like his eyes like
a powerful symbol in rat.
Yeah. Apparently these rats don't produce saliva. This is like a big thing for them. And he's kind of and he points to you, and he like points inside the tunnels, and he points at your friends. He's like,
as Wang's holding down Rai still, I'm like, did you just become their god?
I'm gonna shrug. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna point at one of the dead Fae, and raise an eyebrow.
what are you trying to communicate?
I'm still trying to
where
push
the Fae
two off,
coming
by the
All right,
way.
one more athletic check for these guys, because it's definitely been 6 seconds.
I'm still helping.
Okay.
Damn, 2.
I rolled a
His
7. It doesn't
backpack
even
gets in the
matter
way.
because you cannot out contest me, my friend.
All right.
Weasel just like kind of got her hands on the edge of it, trying to help.
Now your shield only lasts like a round. I guess you're just like dogpiling him at this point. He's just
Yeah, we're just
holding him down.
like,
yeah. All right. Anyway, so yeah, what are you trying to communicate to this guy, Twiddle?
They want to kill the Fae. They want to know where the portal is.
Okay. I mean, he's understanding that you don't like the Fae, and he's pointing, like his gestures are like, you go inside, your friends are shit. They stay here. Like that's what you're picking up from what he's saying.
"We're a Fae."
I'm gonna gesture again and say, even shit can clog holes.
Okay.
And you're like gesturing in that like we don't understand each other over like big gestures. I'm assuming you're like pointing towards your butt and you're like making holes, symbols, and you're like.
Yeah. I'm pointing to them. I have to point to them first.
And like they don't get it for the first time, and then you do it again, and like the whole room erupts in laughter. Like they're just like this like strange rat like snickering is like, and you kind of see them kind of relaxing just a little bit, and he kind of like calls out an order to the men, and they're at attention, but their spears are no longer pointed at you. But they're definitely on his bated breath.
I asked her, I was like, "Are you gonna put that away so I can let you go now?"
And then,
I'm gonna turn to Ryan. I'm gonna use my persuasion on Ryan now. I'm gonna grunt and make gestures.
so, real
That
quick
just
though,
only infuriates Rai even further.
this big scarred veteran, he looks at you with one more thing. He's like, "Wangala humsa," and he's like, "Yo," and he points to each of your friends, and he's like, and he's kind of looking at you to like affirm what he's saying.
Yeah, new character sheets.
What do you do?
So do that again.
Wangala uso, and he like points at all of his men, and then he points at your men, and he's like,
I'm going to say, Regash Abalawa.
and
What I gesture back is 2 fists punching a wall.
okay. And so he like smiles and he like nods at his men. All of you take 40 points of non-lethal damage as they just come up and club the shit out of you. They're trying to knock you out.
40 points?
40 each.
I'm unconscious.
You're all
too?
I would
I'm
imagine.
out.
I'm conscious. I had full HP, or was I? Am I?
You could if you want to fight it, you can be awake, or if you want to be like, fine, all right, and just pretend to be like whatever asleep.
She's just like, fine.
Like, they're clearly not trying to kill you. They're not trying to draw blood, but they've drawn out like their little clubs, and they're like hitting the backs of your heads, trying to like get you to like knock out so they can carry you.
She's kind of like, but she kind of goes for it. She's like,
All right, so you're awake, Twiddle, you're awake, and everybody else is just kind of like getting drugged along into the Warrens, and he kind of gestures.
Can we take his sword away while he's knocked out?
should I actually take 40 damage on my character sheet?
It's like temporary damage, yes, but
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
It'll be fine.
And
Okay, I'll leave it for
Twiddle
now.
can try to take my sword, but I'm clutching it so tightly right now. Like,
Yeah, like it would actually take an athletics check even in his sleep to get his sword, and you might wake him up, you know. All right. So you guys are getting drugged.
want my sword, Twiddlebottom? Do you really want my sword?
No, I just don't want you to have it. But fair enough. Let's keep going.
All right.
We're trying to save you from becoming a demon.
We let this happen.
Okay. So Twiddle and Weasel, you are awake through this. You are led through another 5 minutes of Warrens as kind of you go through these tunnels, and you know, there's several splits. You notice that it's a lot of tunnels and a lot of very small kind of, you see like places where families are living, and it's all just kind of little burrows. It looks just like a real rat would dig underground. It's not like a city. There's just lots of
Weasel
little.
feels oddly at home.
There's just lots of little like animal coveys everywhere. But the one place you do come upon that looks very planned is like you come up to it like a very grand, what you would imagine is the center of their area, because it's just a large, almost not Colosseum so much, but like where you would have like a Senate with like the raised, you know, like seating all around the side, flat in the middle, and there's like a pedestal that has kind of this like rat god statue. He's got horns and he looks kind of very large in the middle, and and he kind of points to a bench, and he's like, "Wango," and he like points at you to like sit down, and then like he's like pointing at his men, and there's like a post, and they're like crudely tying everybody up to this post. It doesn't look like a sacrificial, like, you know, oh, there's a blood bowl right next to them. It's just like structural. There's just like a post there. And he's like, he's going off into like this central looking, I don't want to call it a building, but like it looks like an important like place in the center that he's kind of traveling up to. You can only assume to go get somebody.
Weasel is definitely gonna follow what Twiddlebottom does at this point.
So I will sit at the bench and, you know, make fake conversation with people.
Okay. There's several rats that are like picking at your things. They're like kind of just brashly like looking in your bag and just, you know, like pulling at your clothes. And do you have any rations?
Probably.
Yeah.
I also again have a mushroom that might be drugs.
Oh no, I know what I'm doing. I am going to cast dual illusion, like to entertain them. Like flowers growing from the ground and then turning into
nice
stuff. And, yeah.
Okay.
Entertain the kiddos, that kind of thing.
Cool. How big? Like really really big showy, or like almost just like little magic tricks?
I feel like I should do little magic tricks. Twiddle would do little magic tricks. I should, yeah.
Okay,
more
cool.
Like entertainment.
Cool. And so these are like the soldiery types that are still around you, but either way, they're definitely entertained by this strange rat with the magic. Yeah, you're probably all a few rations shorter than you were before. It's probably being munched on right now, but other than that, it's all as well. A few minutes go by, and the larger man is kind of holding a kind of a what looks to be an elderly kind of rat man coming down. He's got his arm out and he's like helping the man kind of like go down. You notice everybody around these rat folk, they've all had these tribal masks. There's been 4 colors. They almost look like masquerade masks. They're one solid color, but they have feathers and bones and so forth. Everybody has had one of 4 colors on, and the kind of elder rat is coming down. He has only got bandages across both of his eyes, and he's kind of, you know, stumbling through. And as he like makes his way into the antechamber, like all the rats kind of like gesture and kind of bow a little bit, like as he makes his way forward. And he kind of points at you, and he kind of points at them, and Wanga, and then he kind of takes his leave and sits down. And this older rat kind of goes over to you. Wastangandi, oh Nala. You guys are just starting to come to.
So I'm going to talk in the different. I'm going to try sentences in the different languages I know.
Does somebody have tongues?
It's a common language.
Do you not have tongues? Nobody has tongues?
I don't have tongues. I'm a sorcerer. I have a very limited spell selection.
Okay.
But I do speak like weird languages because I'm an outsider, right? So I picked odd, uncommon languages.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Wow, you made us all these beautiful rat folk, and none of us can talk to them.
I don't know. You can try talking in common. I mean,
abyssal, common, primordial, sylvan, undercommon.
Mm-hmm. Undercommon might be the closest. Undercommon. Like,
as Wang's waking up, else. He just looks around. And he's like, "Weasel, what's going on? What happened?"
I think we're on trial.
Trial for what? We didn't do anything.
I mean, we did some things.
You really shouldn't have broken that window.
They don't know that. I just meant Ryman.
What?
That makes more sense.
I didn't break anything.
You
went at them with your sword.
And so, what are you saying to this guy, Mr. Twiddlebottom?
Well, first of all, do you speak this language? No. Do you speak this language?
go through the list.
Okay, so you're like going through. So you kind of hit the intercom, and he's like, "Galas, man tongue, speak it."
Yeah, I don't like it either. But bit rusty. I don't speak very much. We come to kill the Fae, close our portal, and eat them.
Utahuda fe, fe hu da fuza fe.
Red cap.
And you say
Ogre.
that you say like the words red cap, and he like spits, and everybody does the you know this is a big
You got to spit too.
yeah. He's just
All right, I'm a Hakalugi.
yeah. And then
Weasel also hawks an impressive loogie.
nice. like tied up like
Like a small girl should not be able to hawk this much of a loogie.
So
Oh man.
and he kind of like and he's saying a lot of words you can't understand, and he kind of points, and he's like, red cup, and he's pointing at Alric.
I was thinking of Ace Ventura, the spitting scene.
I'm gonna say.
I point back at him.
I'm gonna say bound servant.
And he says,
Wait, you're speaking close to common, right?
Under comma. You don't speak it.
yeah,
That's
I
up,
mean
that's
it's
a bye.
it's like someone speaking like backwoods Australian English, like like it sounds kind of like
Well, do I understand anything? Because I speak common, right? Like,
yeah, I mean you get ish.
let me roll a perception. 17 plus 8.
Yeah, you get it.
What the hell?
25.
So I kind of get what he's saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is he saying?
Oh, I mean, you heard what we just said. You heard. He's like, you kill the red caps. Okay, this guy's a red cap, and Youngil's like, oh, he's my servant.
I'm no one's servant.
Shut up.
So he says that, and I'm gonna say, see, that's exactly what I said. He's bound and he works for me.
And he's
I'm
like,
still pointing at him like, put your finger down.
Weasel literally takes Ryman's hand and tries to put it down.
And I just pull it back, point it back at him.
so he's like, Chota, and he points at all of his soldiers, and he points at the direction of the center of the mountain, and he points at all of you. And then he points at Alric, and he takes this ceremonial dagger off the pedestal, and he throws it at your feet. And he keeps pointing at Alric or at Rai.
Weasel's looking at Wang too, what do we do?
So I look at the
I
ceremonial
don't know.
dagger.
I don't know.
Wait,
I'm gonna roll.
We
a-
can't do nothing. We're bound.
wait. You're
Oh yeah,
bound.
we're tied up.
I said
You
I
can't do anything.
You can try to break your bounds, but
Yeah, I
it's
think Weasel's in preparation,
wait.
maybe working at her bonds.
Okay, if we're
Mhm.
bound, I can still look at the dagger.
yeah. It's
Right?
it's at
So-
Twiddlebottom's feet. You can look at the dagger, sure.
Okay, so I'm looking at the dagger. Do I see anything like any inscriptions or anything?
It's very ornate. But there's some bone and some gems. But there is some words on it in what seems to be rat folk. It's very crudely kind of carved.
Mm.
So I'm gonna tell the elder. After we close the portal, I can deal with I can deal with the bound demon. For now, he kills many red caps.
And he kind of looks.
Should I roll a persuasion?
Yeah.
unmute. 11 plus 8, 19.
Okay. And so he he's having a hard time hearing a lot of what you're saying, but he hears you say like kill many red caps, and he gets like a little excited. He looks up and he spits again, and he says, and he kind of points at your little like flowers or whatever that you kind of like that he senses on the ground.
Yeah.
And he reaches into his pocket and tosses you what looks to be something that is almost prepared. It's like a very small like scroll that you would unravel, but it's got like, it looks too fancy for rat folk. It's definitely made by rat folk, but it's got like a red pressed seal. It's like it's a diplomatic almost invitation looking kind of thing, and he just tosses it your way.
I'm going to thank him, and I'm going to give him back a scroll. I'll give him my fear scroll because I'm never going to use it.
And he has one of his scribes kind of run over and pick it up. He can't see it. Do you open it?
Sure.
It's a scroll of tongues.
Okay. I guess.
And he's just kind of like waiting. He's like, Chutta, Chutta.
Okay, I cast it.
Okay. He's like, man tongue, where are you from?
I say, I don't remember.
Red hair people kill my people. You kill my killers. Why?
I kill your killers all day long.
Where are you from? Why are you here?
I say, they are the enemy of my blood. They killed my wife.
Why you bring such evil? Why this evil?
I don't bring the evil. I kill the evil.
No, this evil you bring. This your warrior.
Because the enemy of my enemy.
You have vile magics. Vile magics.
Yes, the enemy of my enemy is my tool. There are thousands. He kills thousands.
They come from the mountain's heart. You kill them. You kill them with your warriors.
Yes.
Well, go. We untie. You go kill. We give you scouts. And he kind of looks over and he kind of like, gestures forward. Why you trespass?
I told you. They killed my wife. I'm going to kill them all.
They are outside. You kill them outside. Why you here?
Because this is where they come from. This is in the heart of the mountain. It's their den.
Yes.
Destroy their walls.
Yes, they come from the heart. Yes. We finds them. We hides from them. We build new tunnels.
I will tear their heart out.
Yes. You kill. And he's kind of like.
So then I stand up and I'm gonna nod at him.
But he's kind of like. He like the veteran guy kind of whispers in his ear a little bit. And he's like, "You have killed my soldiers and taken their spears."
Oh, Weasel doesn't understand any of this.
I'm gonna shake my head and.
We didn't kill anyone, did we?
So
no,
I was on mute while I was explaining. I'm gonna say the young child found them while scouting near the waterfall. She took them.
You have found our scouting hole.
Child, that's what childs do.
Your child puts them back.
I nod.
I don't know.
After or before we killed the dudes?
Why? Such evil. Go.
So I'm going to go recollect the pointy sticks and the bowguns. I'm going to give them back to the guy. I'm gonna take what's her name? Weasel by the ear, bring her over, and say sorry.
Oh, sorry, I don't speak their language.
And he kind of hears this,
I'm
and
gonna
he's
look
like,
at the elder.
Sorry.
And I explained that's her tongue for apologies.
In my children, we take one finger. Give me her finger.
This is not your child.
You take care of many evil demons, else she will be our child.
I'm going to raise my eyebrow and say, I fix your problem. You give me something. You don't take something away.
Your problem is my kill you now. We kill you now for trespass our place.
Wang
Then
doesn't
the red
understand
caps
any of this,
never
right?
go away.
None of it.
And as soon as he says kill you now, like all the men kind of like start kind of marching forward with the spears pointed. There's
I'm gonna
know
laugh.
40.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh. So I'm gonna tell him. And then what happens to your red caps? We killed thousands outside.
We take your things and we kill them with your demon magic.
You want to touch the demon, see what happens to your people? He's bound to me, not to you.
We're not scared of your evil magics. We have survived all the evil magics of the world for millennia. We are not scared of your evil magics.
Then how about you go over there and give him a kiss?
And he kind of like, like whispers to his guy. You can give him a perception check if you want to see if you can see what he's thinking or hear what he's saying. As he kind of like waves a hand dismissively at you and starts moving back towards his room. Go ahead and give me one more negotiation check, because you were trying to like have him rewards you.
So 16 for negotiation, so plus 8 would be 24. 5 for perception, plus 2, 7.
Okay. And so he's kind of like, you hear them. They're kind of like, he's like, keep them alive so long as they're killing our enemies, and he's like, my liege, these mercenaries work for coin, and he just like looks like almost defeated, like God damn it, and he's walking away, and he's kind of like, he turns around, he's like, your price, man tongue.
I will say friendship for generations.
Strange mat tongue. And he says, toleration for generations will have to start.
Okay.
All right.
Weasel pulls her ear free, and she's like,
yeah, there's like one of the spears kind of hits the rope next to you guys, and you guys kind of start coming to.
I said, all right, boys, let's go kill some demons.
So like,
nod to the scouts.
What did they say?
Wang, there's like
Ow.
some of the like non-armored ones are coming over with like really old looking versions of that popcorn you were eating, and they're like shoving it. They're like trying to get you to eat it, like as you're coming to like, feel better.
To make me feel better.
Yeah, like if you let it in your mouth, it's like so bad. It's like
I'm kind of just pushing away a little bit, but I'm trying not to look rude at the same time because I don't want to start a fight with these guys.
It's like spoiled cauliflower. That's like what it tastes like. But it's like you get a little, and it's like, and you feel yourself like the vitality's returning. You're like, God damn it, like it's working.
It's so good, but I hate it.
So they're trying to like restore your guys' vitality a little bit here. All right, what are you guys doing? The big bad guy is the big head honcho is walking away.
Before he leaves, I'm gonna walk away from where Rai is and ask him a question about the dagger, and I'll say, after the portal is closed, can I use the dagger to sever the demon?
You're asking that to Rye?
No, to the old dude.
Oh.
Away from where Rye is, so he doesn't eavesdrop with his.
Oh, you're asking. Okay, so you're asking like the elder if you can use the dagger to sever the demon from Rye. You're trying to explain that they're separate. I mean, he thinks they're the same. So he's like, they are same. He is demon.
I'm gonna explain demons and the sword.
Evil magics, evil magics.
Yes. Does a dagger destroy evil magic?
Yes, of course.
Okay. After the tool is finished, I'd like to use the magic to sever the demon.
You destroy enemies. We purge evil.
I nod.
I just lean over to Weasel. I'm like, stay close.
She does.
Well, Rye didn't hear that. So we're gonna give Rye a thumb up. We're gonna head out.
All right, so you guys are welcome to eat as many rancid popcorn berries as you like. They will restore you back to pre-stun damage.
Eat as many as it takes to get back to 36 then.
Okay.
As I'm like, give Weasel like a handful. Want some?
Weasel's like, oh, these aren't so bad. Oh, no.
Yeah, I think Weasel is like totally into it. I think Weasel has I think Weasel has spent a lot of time eating spoiled food.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, this is good.
He's like, yeah, of course, sure.
Well, he's just like,
it's the crunchy kind.
It's like, it's got extra protein. Like bugs.
I give some to Bo, see what happens.
Oh God. Yeah, he just like outright vomits. There's just like, yeah.
That's in my bag now.
All right. Are we onward?
Yeah, so what you have is two kind of little lightly armored, little smaller rats, rat men. They're like maybe 3 feet. And, you know, the veteran dude has kind of instructed them to take you to the heart of the mountain.
Cool.
And so there you have it. You're in the Warrens. You have a couple scouts that are willing to lead you on.
Great.
What do you want to do?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Go to the heart of the mountain.
Okay. Cool. So they take you out of the great room, and much of the other kind of scenery is a lot of the same. It's a lot of this kind of like natural, kind of clay-like tunnels. They wind. They seem to be very inefficiently planned. You seem like you want to go inward and down, but you're almost going zigzagging, you know, up. You're climbing and you're descending and you're climbing again. You feel like you're going west to go back east. It's a little disorganized. One thing you notice after a little bit of a journey, they actually grabbed a few water packs and kind of tossed them to you guys, just a few water skins for the travel. And one thing you notice after a little while is it's getting very hot. Nobody's from the region except for Tabby.
Yep.
Just quick history check, guys. Everybody.
I have no history, so yeah, I'm not even gonna roll.
I rolled a 2 plus 2 is 4, which makes sense because I'm dumb.
12.
Yeah, 12's enough. I mean, this is just a simple fact about the region. I mean, this mountain, it's an active volcano. It hasn't erupted in a while, but there is magma at the top. There's smoke coming out of it. And as you're traveling deeper, you can feel the heat increasing in the tunnels. It starts off as warm, and as you continue your hike, they kind of get to, it was late when you got there. It was already evening. So we're going to say they kind of took you in for an uneventful camp. You know, you took some watches. You didn't turn your back on them. It's the next day. It's morning. You've continued on. Ate some rations. In all of your rations, they insisted to put like the spoiled popcorn kernels, like because it enriches all the food. So you have all that going on.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah. Anyway.
Can we? Are there like any like little kid rats?
there was definitely some around, like in the great room, that were like just
Weasel
watching.
like had a great time entertaining these rat kids.
Oh, definitely. Like they were like, come, and like
She was like wrestling with these rat kids,
Yeah.
like having a blast.
Yeah. So the two scouts were kind of given some of these scrolls of tongues. So like a couple times a day, there's like an hour where they can both talk with you all. But then they go back into like they don't speak your language, right? So yeah. Anyway, they were beckoning you forward or whatever. You're totally entertaining the kids and having a good time and like swinging them around. And,
Yeah.
So anyway,
And now you're married to one. Congratulations.
there you go. Yeah. So we're gonna call it the better part of a day you've spent trekking inward into the mountain, and you're at a point where it is very hot to the point where the walls, if you touch them, it's a little uncomfortable to keep your hand on the walls for too long. You're perspiring very heavily. It's you're wanting to drink much more water than you normally do. It's you're perspiring down to the core. You're kind of soaked in your armor and your clothes.
Weasel smells worse than ever, which is always pretty
And
bad.
the rat people are like, yeah, she's one of us now.
I think Weasel feels kind of at home with the rat people.
Yeah. And after
We have her second family. It's all sorted out.
After lunch, this day, one of the rat scouts kind of turns on his hour of communication with you, and he says, "Coming soon now. We come. But Mother Beetle protects nest. Careful.
Okay, I'm gonna ask.
Do not disturb. Mother Beetle of Fireheart.
Okay, so we're going around him or through him?
Must go through near. Do not disturb.
How big
Okay.
is Mother Beetle?
Mother Beetle big.
Don't fight the beetle. Got it.
Don't fight the beetle.
No fight beetle.
I think we should blindfold Rye.
That's a good idea.
Come sneakies, come quickly past Mother Beetle's lair, and heart of mountain is beyond. Come. And as you're kind of venturing forward, you're starting to see on the walls every now and again, there are these beetles that have like these glowing magma colored butts, like the back of their abdomen is just glowing, and they're like insect sized, but they're crawling on the walls and they're just hot looking lava bugs.
Man, if we kill the mom beetle,
around.
I'm sure Wayne 2's gonna get a little baby beetle to keep with him.
Oh,
This
kill
is
the mama
really
beetle.
similar to the last time we killed the mom or something.
Wait, nah, I bats is enough with me.
Yeah. Any kind of
Wang 2's home for troubled youth.
he kind of hits a point where like he's about to step forward and he's like, they're tunnels now. Our tunnels, their tunnels. And like you can see it, like there's the stuff that's like real, just like crudely like dug by a rat, and then there's like these beetle tunnels that are like, it's very patterny. It's like the walls are like like almost like a corrugated piece of building,
Like melted by a giant mama beetle butt.
yeah, or like dug by some kind of insect that has some kind of diggy thing, and
Diggy thing.
yeah, he
Appendage.
steps forward very apprehensively, and then finds his determination and starts leading you forward. And
Before he does it, I'm gonna try to see if I can talk to any little beetles or anything any bit intelligent.
you want to try to talk to him?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you try talking, and it very much feels like talking to what would talking to a bug on Earth would be like. Like they just keep crawling on your finger, and they're just
Okay, I'm gonna put it back. And we
Okay.
keep going.
It's warm to the touch. So
Kind of want to feed one to Bo, but I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah. And so he's kind of leading you along, and you feel kind of a rumbling, and he kind of looks at all of you, and he looks scared. He looks worried. He's like, "Oh no, 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 not them, not them, not now, not them, not now." And like a big ass like insectoid creature kind of falls from the ceiling of this tunnel and drops in front of you, and another one kind of drops from behind, and you can see that the walls are coming to life as these lava bugs are crawling through and starting to crawl all over your feet and anything that was touching the walls. And we're gonna roll for initiative when you come back.
Ah, the suspense builder.
Dun dun dun.
All right.
Wow, we're having some inter-party conflict, y'all.
We sure are.
Some big inter-party team building, and then some big fucking conflict.
Yeah. We ain't letting right turn to no demon. Say that right now.
Well.
Too late.
He's just got some tendencies.
He's got like horns with like antlers growing out the sides of the horns.
He wants to kill everything. He hasn't wanted to kill you guys yet.
He might be looking at Wang a little differently after I knocked him down and pinned him to the floor, but
oh man, his rolls were.
He probably enjoyed it.
And yeah, enjoyed the ability to fight something. So, all right, cool. So it would have been actually cool to have that whole combat go, but we would have kept you guys till really late, especially East Coast. So
I am tired.
yes. But good night, good strong RP night. That was cool. Thanks for all you guys being awesome. So next game is January 29th. Same place, same time. So
sounds good.
Awesome. I think we'll sign off on the stream side there. So everybody, we will see you in a couple weeks. If you need to catch up on any of the previous episodes, we are on YouTube. I did a bad thing. So you have 2 weeks to move your Twitch episodes to YouTube, and then they go away. I lost episode 6. It's gone. It's nowhere. Like 1 through 5 is over there. 7 is over there. 6 is gone. So. I don't know.
Twitch deletes your videos?
Yeah, it's not. It's really meant to stream it and
Gotcha.
be consumed soon after. It's not really meant to.
What happened in episode 6 anyway?
It was episode. It was the episode.
Was that the pyramid episode?
Before last. So it was where we finished the pyramid. So.
You lost Bubbles episode?
I did. I lost the second one. It's horrible.
Bubbles gonna be so sad.
I know. Her first one's there, but yeah.
Got her character name. We lost her video.
Horrible people we are. So
If she's watching, already feels very bad.
We apologize.
all right, everybody. We will see
All right.
everybody else in a couple weeks. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys later.
Good night, everybody.